Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. In my opinion, Elimination Chamber was the best PLE in the Triple H era. From start to finish, it was awesome, advancing storylines. We had some major things happen, very unpredictable, and just a really good show from start to finish. I mean, the show kicked off with Jade Cargill returning, pretending like she's going to attack Liv Morgan, and then boom, going nuts on Naomi. It was a beautiful attack. It was vicious. It was mean. So I guess that means we're setting up Jade Cargill and Naomi for WrestleMania. And then you see Bianca Belair win the Elimination Chamber, beating Liv Morgan for the final two. I predicted Liv Morgan was going to win, and my sleeper was Roxanne. Neither of those things happened. Bianca Belair wins, and then we'll see what happens on Monday Night Raw between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. But I believe, initially, I thought it was going to be a triple threat between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Liv Morgan, but now I guess it's probably going to be Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky in that triple threat for the women's title, which is an awesome match. Three of the best professional wrestlers on the planet, so that's awesome. And then we saw, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn go out there and put on a masterclass performance in a vicious, heated, intense altercation, an unsanctioned match. Some of the things that WWE did to make it seem very unsanctioned. The referees weren't wearing any official shirts. There was no lights on in the building when they were fighting around the stadium. Some really vicious stuff and really well done. But the biggest part of that match was my prediction came true. A lot of other people's predictions came true. Randy Orton comes back, goes apeshit, is going for the punt on Kevin Owens, but then that cool shot where everyone slides in all at once where you don't see him on the camera angles. Obviously, only the people in the live audience saw them there before we saw them slide in, stop Randy Orton, setting up what I think is going to be a very intense feud. Again, maybe even more intense than the Kevin Owens-Sami Zayn feud, but that's really hard to do because it's so personal for them and they know each other so well. But maybe we'll get a Last Man Standing, a Hell in a Cell, or an I Quit match between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, which is a huge match for Kevin Owens. Then I see Sami Zayn maybe potentially starting a feud with Karrion Kross as they carry that into WrestleMania. And then we saw the men's Elimination Chamber match, which was awesome from start to finish. And then we saw John Cena win, and then The Rock and Cody Rhodes and everyone came out after that. And so we'll get into that a little bit more in my reaction about that. Some things that I didn't like, didn't make sense to me. I'm with Pat McAfee on this. I don't like that Canada booed our national anthem. I think we should have respect for their country, and they should have respect for our country. So I didn't mind when Logan Paul came out waving that American flag. Yes, he does it as a troll. Yes, he does it as a heel. But I love America, and I think other countries should respect that, especially Canada, one that's close to us and in part of North America and all these sorts of things. So I'm with Pat McAfee on that, and so whatever, it is what it is. I just thought I'd state that. I love America, and so, yeah, cool. And then I just don't understand Travis Scott. Don't understand why he's there. Don't understand what his role is. Don't understand why he's smoking a blunt in the middle of the ring while this one of the most iconic segments in the whole world is potentially happening, and so it just doesn't make sense to me. And I saw this tweet that's 20 years from now, we're going to look back at this picture of The Rock and John Cena in front of Cody Rhodes, and we're going to randomly see Travis Scott there and be like, what was he doing there? What was the point of him? And I feel like that now. I don't understand the point of him. Maybe it's for clicks or for views on social because Travis Scott is, very famous. But you have John Cena in The Rock and The Rock in the ring, two of the biggest stars in the world, not just in WWE, but some of the highest paid actors in the world. I think The Rock was the number one highest paid actor, and John Cena was the 24th highest paid actor, something like that. So you don't need any more star power in the ring when you're talking about The Rock and John Cena. And so Travis Scott just makes it feel weird or awkward or some sort of forced thing. And I really don't like that he's smoking in the ring. It's not, I don't know, it's stupid. And so, yeah. But overall, the show, Elimination Chamber, again, in my opinion, best PLE in the Triple H era from start to finish. It was amazing. It was awesome. And then now let's get into, what the whole world is talking about. John Cena selling his soul. So again, I talked about the Elimination Chamber a little bit. We saw the men's Elimination Chamber match. It's down to the final three: Seth Rollins, CM Punk, John Cena. We saw Seth Rollins get eliminated and then hit CM Punk with the curb stomp, setting up even more of a feud, more of a hatred between Seth Rollins and CM Punk, where I think Roman Reigns will be in the mix, and we'll see that triple threat match, potentially a main event of night one, potentially, where you see Cody Rhodes and John Cena potentially being the main event of night two, and then John Cena taps out CM Punk, he wins, he's going to the chamber, he's fired up, everyone's cheering, woo, yeah, it's crazy, it's awesome, we love it, we get to see John Cena face Cody Rhodes, sort of a babyface, face of the company type of thing going into WrestleMania 41. Everyone's fired up. It's awesome. Boom, Cody Rhodes comes out. John Cena's fired up. He's pointing at the sign. He's doing all these sorts of things. They're high-fiving. They're hugging. They're just excited to be fucking wrestling. John Cena's like, this is best for business. We're going to do this thing together, and I'm going to win my 17th world title. And then The Rock comes out. Ooh. And the mood changes a little bit. The mood and the aura changes a little bit anytime the final boss comes out. Anytime the final boss comes out. And then Cody Rhodes deliberately tells The Rock to go fuck yourself. No bleep, nothing in there. Things you never thought you'd see on WWE television. Someone say, go fuck yourself, a dude smoking in the middle of the ring, and John Cena turning heel. 3 things you never thought you'd see on WWE television. You saw them all in the matter of 5 minutes in the span together. A fuck you, someone smoking in the middle of the ring, and John Cena turning heel for the first time in his 23-year WWE career. So Cody Rhodes says, no, my soul is with these people. I'm for the people. Fuck you, go fuck yourself, Rock. I'm not doing it. I'm not selling my soul. Then you see John Cena good choice, man. That's going to be awesome. We can still do this. I get the best of you. You get the best of me. We're going to WrestleMania 41. It's all vibes, baby. Let's go. John Cena's cheering him on in the background. He's smiling. He's pointing at the sign. He's doing all this stuff. Then he goes in for the hug. And The Rock gives him the sign. And you can see that iconic picture of John Cena's face just mean mugging, just I've gone dark. I've gone dark. This is my time. I've sold my soul to The Rock because I have to. I have to win my 17th world title because that is best for business. So I'll do whatever it takes, and whatever it takes is selling my soul to The Rock. And then he kicks him right in the dick, and they just go and they beat the shit out of him. He's bloody, he's bruised, he's battered, and now we see The Rock and John Cena, a team. The two most powerful, most star-studded team we've ever seen. The only thing that can be related to is Hulk Hogan back in the day when he turned heel and joined the NWO. This is John Cena becoming a bad guy, selling his soul to The Rock in maybe one of the most important and iconic and historic moments in WWE history. So perfectly well done. So perfectly well done. I can't wait to see where this goes. Maybe Roman Reigns has to come back now to maybe have Cody Rhodes back. I don't know if he's going to be involved in the triple threat match, but there's so many things and so many iconic photos and captures and things in history that we're living in this very moment that we get to live in real time. Again, in 20 years from now, we're going to talk about this like people talk about Hulk Hogan and NWO. That's the fucking coolest part of this whole thing, and so it's amazing. When WWE is at its best, which it is a lot nowadays, it's unpredictable and you never know what's going to happen. I mean, I saw Cody Rhodes again turning that down like he did. Great job, Cody Rhodes. Great intensity. He's doing a fantastic job. But then I thought maybe CM Punk was going to be corporate. I thought maybe Drew McIntyre was going to go corporate. And I thought maybe Randy Orton was going to go corporate. I personally did not think in John Cena's last year with the WWE in his farewell tour, in his retirement tour, that he was going to go heel for the very first time. But they did it, and they did it really well, and we'll see what happens in April at WrestleMania 41. And now, the best part about this whole thing was that Triple H does a press conference after the show, obviously, and he goes, does it feel like we're on the road to WrestleMania now? Because everyone's been talking smack. The internet wrestling community is like, this is boring, this sucks, WrestleMania 41 is going to be terrible. Just, you got to be patient. You got to let things unfold a little bit. I was talking shit about John Cena not being here for basically the first 3 months of his retirement tour, all leading up to this moment at the Elimination Chamber where, boom, yes, now at 100% feels like we're on the road to WrestleMania, and it's going to be awesome. One thing that I have to nitpick, again, I said a couple things, like didn't like that Canada disrespected our national anthem, hated the fact that Travis Scott was there, and also smoking a J, didn't need that. Also, just don't like when The Rock totally just like buries what he's doing in the press conference. Like John Cena gets to the press conference, he just drops the mic. Doesn't need anything, doesn't need to say anything else. Everything he needed to say was in the ring, and he's sticking to being this villain corporate Cena character. And The Rock comes in the press conference and explains the whole fucking storyline. Dude, don't do that. Don't do that. Everyone knows the deal now with professional wrestling, but we want to be invested as much as possible. We want to believe. So stop breaking kayfabe so often in the press conference. Just stick to it a little bit and a little bit and a little bit more. And don't say that on Twitter you love playing the character of the final boss. Just like go all in, because that's the thing that's going to make it just that much better. Just that much better. Everyone knows. Everyone knows The Rock and everyone knows you're Dwayne Johnson, but like it sucks when you say you're playing a character over and over and over again. It's like slapping the fans in the face over and over and over again, especially when the character of the final boss is so good and corporate Cena selling his soul is so good. Just stick to it a little bit more. And I just would appreciate if he wouldn't, break kayfabe as much. But obviously I can't tell The Rock what to do. But that's my piece of advice and something that just irritates me a little bit. So when we're looking at the road to WrestleMania and WrestleMania 41, some of the matches that are probably going to happen now, you're going to get Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. You're going to get John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. You're probably going to get Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. You're probably going to get CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Or you're going to get Roman Reigns versus The Rock. And then you're going to get CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. You're probably going to get Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. You already have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. You have Gunther versus Jey Uso. And you probably have Bianca versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. So now if you're not excited of those matches on this road to WrestleMania with John Cena being heel for the very first time, then you're just not excited about professional wrestling. So let's all be fucking pumped up about these things. Ignore the stuff that I said was not very good, and let's just be excited about how good this PLE was, how good Elimination Chamber was, how much we can get drawn in and invested into Cody Rhodes taking down frickin' The Rock and John Cena, and then the road to WrestleMania, and then watching WrestleMania and seeing how it unfolds from there. But I'm fucking excited. I'm also pissed off at John Cena. Why, John? Like, my favorite wrestler of all time, one of my GOATs. You don't have to sell your soul to win your 17th world title. You could have done it the right way, like you said. Now it's hustle, loyalty, and disrespect. Whatever, John. I'm pissed at you. I'm all in on Cody Rhodes. Let's go. We got to take down The Rock. We got to take down John Cena. What's going to happen? We're officially on the road to WrestleMania, just like Triple H said, and let's fucking go. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, reactions, how you felt during John Cena selling his soul to The Rock and kicking Cody Rhodes right in the wiener. Like this video, subscribe, share with every person you know on the planet who's a wrestling fan, who's not a wrestling fan, who's a Travis Scott fan, especially, and who's from Canada, especially. But I appreciate you. I'll see you guys next time, and lots of love. Cheers.